So many of you guys have been asking me for a really long time to make full workout videos, and I've just been waiting until my shoulder was appropriate so I could actually show you some good workouts today. I'm going to walk you through a chest workout. First, we're going to start with some warm-ups to get the abs and core activated, especially the transverse abdominis. We're going to do some hip raises. We're going to do about 10 on the middle part, then we're going to do a twist to the right, twist to the left, all about 10 on each of those. We're going to do that for probably 2 to 3 sets just to get the core engaged. That way we can use our core more while we're doing the chest exercises also, and help us with the thoracic extension, keeping our chest up. This is a warm-up for hitting your lower traps, really trying to pull your shoulder blades together when you're coming down. This just gets me ready so that I can keep that lower trap engaged when we go into our first exercise, which is a unilateral chest fly. This is kind of an interesting exercise. What I'm trying to do is keep my elbow really close to my rib cage, and I'm trying to externally rotate, basically get my palm up to the sky as I'm coming up. You'll see me touch my chest a little bit with my fingers. I'm just trying to activate my chest as best as possible. So I just touched the top of my chest and the middle of my chest, and first just start moving my elbow just slightly and just doing a couple different angles of rotating my elbow. And then once I start to see like, okay, that's really hitting my chest, then I start the exercise and I really start to come up. I don't go too far up. I really only go up as far as I need to really feel a strong contraction in my chest. Again, when I touch my chest, I can really feel that my chest is hard. Also, you guys do know that I have a little bit of issues with my shoulder impingements and stuff, so this is definitely kind of an easier way to hit my chest without having to really put myself into a dangerous position that will probably impinge me. Now, these are dumbbell bench presses. This can be done on a flat or an incline, and this is something that I'm trying to get back into because this is definitely a complex movement with a lot of different things that you're trying to do. So with my arms completely straightened, I try to let my humerus slide down. You see it right there, and this just allows me to really start the engagement of getting my shoulder blades to squeeze together, get those bottom points of that triangle to pull together, and we do that by using those lower traps, which we worked on activating earlier with those dumbbell floor presses. Also, we're definitely trying to get our chest up, but a lot of times what people do is they just get the rib cage super far up, and this actually can cause impingements itself. So what you got to do is have your abs engaged the whole time, which again is why we did a lot of core work before we started this workout. And that way you can get your chest up, but also keep your rib cage down. So if you have poor thoracic extension, you definitely should be working more on your abs, because that has been a huge help in my chest exercises. So that is it for this chest day. I was really in a hurry because we are going to go on a road trip after this. So we're moving on to a bit of some chest and shoulders. First, I'm going to do some of these rows right here, keep my elbows really close to my my rib cage, just to activate again my rear delts and my lower traps. Then we're going to do some supinated front raises. I really like to do this after chest work because it's a good way to finish out your chest but also start up your shoulders. So as we're doing this, we're keeping our hands towards the ceiling, and we're also twisting and externally rotating our humerus and bringing our elbows in towards the midline of our body. I'm doing a couple different angles as I go, and I'm just varying the way that it feels, but really I'm trying to see that my upper chest is getting activated. And the reason I'm doing these separately is because my shoulders are in 2 different places at the moment due to the way that I'm working through my physical injuries, and this allows me to contract them the way that they need to be contracted. Then again though, you should always film yourself so you can see the asymmetries in your movements, and obviously I need to be a little bit more meticulous with how I am performing that one. Okay, now we're moving on to lateral raises, and keep in mind this isn't the same workout routine that I do every single time. This one is especially different because I have a road trip coming up and I'm doing higher volume stuff, but some days I will do a lot more focus on strength sets and using a lot more weight, and also again I am trying to make sure that I am not causing more impingements. So a lot of this is different than I would do if I just had no impingements at all. With this, I'm trying to keep my lower trap engaged, really trying to lead with my elbows. The next thing I'm going to do is the front raise, and you can see I kind of have a weird form here. I kind of have like a T-Rex arm going on here. I'm trying to keep my shoulders back while I'm doing this, again trying to keep away from any shoulder impingement. So anytime I'm feeling a certain angle not feel right and feeling that impingement, I just change it up slightly. But again, all these sets and all the reps are on screen. You can see it there in the bottom left corner, so you can see exactly what I did in this workout routine. Now the next thing I'm doing is a single arm extension for my triceps. And the reason I'm doing a single arm first before I do any bilateral exercise is because I really want to make sure that my shoulder blade is in the right position, and I'm sort of externally rotating as I'm also extending and flexing that tricep. So you can see here I'm trying to keep my shoulder back. You can see that there's a nice round to my rear delt, and that is making sure that I am really keeping my elbow down into my rib cage while having my hand end a little bit outside of my elbow. As soon as my elbow starts coming away from my rib cage, that means that my lower trap is fatigued and I should stop, because otherwise I'm going to start impinging my shoulders just to be able to get some more tricep extensions in. And this is a good way to also kind of reinforce that position throughout other movements, because this is a really difficult thing to do in a tricep extension. Then I move on to a cable tricep extension with both arms. So this, again, I'm just trying to keep my elbows really pressed into my rib cage. And again, I would probably also do some skull crushers or maybe some dumbbell tricep overhead extensions. But today I was running out of time. I probably had about like 15 minutes at this time. So I was just trying to get these exercises in, get them done, get them filmed, and move forward. I've been laying off my upper traps just a little bit because before I went to physical therapy, I was definitely overactive in my upper traps and I was relying on them heavily during chest exercises, back exercises, which was causing me to impinge my shoulders and internally rotate. Now I'm putting them back in a little bit, developing them up a bit more, but also I would definitely end this workout with more abs if I had the time, but I was literally just throwing in 4 sets really quick, and I was like 2 minutes away from having to go and run off to the road trip. So immediately after this midnight workout, I rush home because everybody's meeting at my house at 3 a.m. We're about to start a road trip that I've been needing so bad. This is my 3 best friends since as long as I can remember. The moon was peeking out. We really had to rush. We got on the road around 4 a.m. so that we could skip traffic. So I wasn't able to film on the drive up, but eventually we ended up in Monterey Bay after about a 5-6 hour drive.
I'm so hella.
What's up? Are you filming right now?
Yeah, most of the stuff I film, by the way, you don't need to be cautious about it. I'm not going to use like 90% of it.
Are you going to use this part?
Maybe. If you say something funny, it will always be in the vlog. If not, don't worry, it won't be in the
Pressure's
vlog.
on, Will.
Oh, dude.
Say something funny right
Nail it, dude. Always nail it.
Farts.
We're at El Cantaro in Monterey, and we're eating Mexican food, but it's vegan. And Brian got the namesake burrito. It's called the El Cantaro, named after the restaurant.
We have been on the road since a little after 4:30 a.m. We were able to skip right through all the LA traffic, which was awesome. And so we've been driving for, I think it's like 1:30 right now or something like that. Maybe it's a little early.
We've been driving for like 7-ish hours, I think.
We're about like an hour away from our campsite, and we just wanted to stop into Monterey because it's really cool here and eat some food.
Huh?
So good.
Yeah?
Yeah, they got the brown tortilla. I love it when they crisp it up. Yeah, that's really freaking good. Yummy. Getting all focused in there.
Yeah.
Woo. Time to eat. We'll see you guys in a minute. Wow. I don't think we need service. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. Dude, look where we are. We're literally camping right here. And then right next to where we're camping, look at that. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. We literally are camping next to like a running stream. This is mind-blowing.
You want to help me construct these?
Absolutely.
Is there no
They
manual
just
with this?
straightening them out?
Yeah. This is honestly the biggest tent I've ever fucking had.
That's so ridiculous.
All right, can you hit me that, the little guy?
Fuck.
You're getting there.
It's gonna be a bitch putting it back in there.
Maybe if you turn your axe sideways so you have it more easy.
You're fucking smart.
That's what I'm here for, man.
actually.
No, I just can't wait.
Actually.
Kurt, you've been down here before?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
After you suit up.
So I came here, I walked all the way down,
How'd it go? I don't know.
and then we found this amazing spot to film some music.
Oh wait, is this where you filmed that one time?
Yeah, and then I was like,
what?
yeah, and then I was like, holy shit, I gotta go. How you guys doing? I gotta go back up and get my guitar and my
Oh, so you went
microphone.
all the way down, all the way back
So
up?
I ran back up, got my shit,
Is it a long
ran
way
back
down?
down.
Or like long way?
No, it's not that bad. It's like a quarter mile.
I can throw a pigskin a quarter mile.
I was about to say that. You literally beat me by like a fraction of a second. Like he's in frame and then throws it at a screen. So there's no way to know how far it goes.
It goes a quarter mile.
Oh my god.
It's those rolling. That's because I'm wearing these shitty Nike running shoes that fat ass squishy platform on the bottom. I should have changed to the Onyx. The flats.
Whoa.
Flats. Oh wow.
Yeah, you can do that.
What?
Damn.
You think you could jump into that?
How do you get down there?
Dude,
This here rock.
this is the end of the trail here.
I don't know if it goes like up further that way and over the top or what.
So we just got to the end of this trail that we just hiked down. Look at this. Let me turn around for you guys. Oh. Roll my ankle a little bit, but this is freaking awesome. So I was wearing my super old Nikes, they're like 3 or 4 years old, because I wasn't worried about them getting like thrashed and stuff, but they keep rolling my ankle. I think it's just because the bottom is all platformed out. So I'm switching over to my Onyx, which I don't want to get dirty. They're a little bit dirty, but I'm gonna sacrifice the fact that they can get dirty because they're completely flat, so I feel like I'm not gonna roll my ankles as much. I've already rolled them twice. Anyways though, these are really awesome shoes. Seriously, I love these shoes. I always talk about them, but I talk about them because I love them. These are like my everyday shoes. I wear these all the freaking time. If you guys ever wanna get these, they are really awesome. I'll put the link in the description below. Also, if you use my code, they'll give 10% of the profits to Mercy for Animals, which is a really awesome organization as well. Yeah, check them out. We are starving. We had the best time. We just hiked like 8 different places. We only showed you like 2 of them, but everybody came well equipped with food, which is really cool. Everyone bring a ton of different preparations. So what I have is some marinated soy curls. These are marinated in Korean barbecue sauce. I stole a couple of these baby bell peppers from my homies here, and we have a fire starting here, and we're just cooking over this, which is working pretty well so far. It's almost done. I'll let it burn just a little tiny bit, but man, this is gonna be a welcomed meal, no friggin' doubt. And then we got brown rice. Did he? Humorous Pops is watching along. He's got the GPS tracking on us. How does that make you feel?
Hey, he can join us if he likes.
I feel safe.
I do feel safe. If we fell off the map,
Pops would
send somebody out to find us.
Pops would drive up here and save our life.
He's the godfather.
That's right.
He's the godfather
The
of smooth
godfather.
jazz. It's Papa Bear, man. He's not letting his kids go.
Oh, cheers. We got the river going behind us. The sun just went down. We have the fire going. I'm eating the same thing I eat at home. I feel like a champion. Hey, Ian, you feel like a champion?
I feel like a champion.
Hey, Will, you feel like a champion?
I feel like the greatest champion.
What are you doing over there?
New York City got you feeling like a champion. City never sleep, better slip you an Ambien. Now we in New York. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York.
End of the night, here's the inside of this big ass tent.
Little dudes in a big ass tent.
On our side of it, it's actually pretty cool. This thing is so big, it has sides. So we're on this side. Me and Kurt are on our own squad. Will and Ian are on their own squad. We have a futon on our side. They're working with the air mattress over here. We have a big day planned for tomorrow. We're having fart policies coming up, but we'll see you guys tomorrow. We have a big, full ass day.
boner.
That's how I'm gonna end the video.
What's the policy on boners?
So with that, we wrap up the chest day walkthrough in the first part of our road trip. I'll have the last part up this week so you guys can see some of the best times I've had with my best friends in a really long time. Appreciate y'all supporting, coming along with us on this adventure. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I'll see you all very soon. CT.
Lift heavy or die MIRIN, motherfucker. Team me out, weak. CT, lift heavy or die